Hello drivers, this is Andrew at ThirdCoastRC here in Houston, and we're going to talk about a pretty cool truck that we just got in stock again today, and that is this car here. We can see it up here. It is the HG US military MRAP. On here they don't call it MRAP, they call it the explosion proof car. Well, that doesn't mean you can try and blow it up. Well, you can if you want, but I don't think the model is explosion proof. But it's a pretty cool car. So, you know, this is a very scale replica of a military vehicle. So we can see here all the things that they tell us about it on the box. We can see that it's got, it's got a fully detailed engine inside the engine compartment. We'll show you that in a minute. This little fan spins. It's got a dual speed, 2-speed transmission that actually shifts. It's got real nice tires on it all round. It's got metal differentials with a front and rear and the mid, because it is 6-wheel drive. It has a smoke unit in it, which vents out of a nice roof mounted exhaust, and it's got a fully functional winch that can pull this truck along. Yeah, the winch has got a very good good power to it. It's 1/12 scale. It comes with a 16-channel radio. Some people don't like these radios that come with these trucks. They also come with a Hummer because they're a little bit, they're thumb for one thing. You've got to do your thumb old school, and secondly, and we'll show you this, some of the things that are labeled on here are kind of the wrong way around, but you soon figure that out. This one doesn't come like the Hummer, the HG Hummer. That comes in a nice little case. This just comes in a styrofoam packaging, which is a little bit of a shame, but it comes with a lot of ancillary items. You get these antennas that we can see on here that we put on here. You have to mount the gun here that we haven't done completely yet. On this one we don't have the magazine on there. It comes with this antenna and these antennas, and the thing is really cool. It weighs, well, these steps come with it as well that we put on here last night. I would say it weighs 15 pounds. It's heavy. So let's take a look at it. All the doors function, the little handles kind of like function, if I remember right. How does this back one work? The back one just, oh, look at that, we popped the hinge off there. That's my bad. Well, what you see is what you get with us. That hinge was not put on properly from the factory, but we look inside here. This is the where the battery goes. We've got a nice little spot there where the battery goes. What I've found with these HG cars, and I'm just going to show this to you, yeah? These little things were supposed to be like glued on in the factory, yeah? They're the little hinge holders. They hold the little pin from the hinge, and you can see that the factory tried to glue them, but they didn't just glue them quite right. And I see this with all the HG cars. You sometimes have to do a little bit of model work with them, yeah? So I will do that. Nothing's broken here. They just need putting back on there. This is where your battery connects, so we're going to leave this open. You've got the steps, you've got a functional kind of tow hook here. We've got the rear mud flaps on the vehicle, and then these antennas go on here. These are ancillary items. This is the exhaust that's connected to the smoke system that's under the hood. All these little boxes here, these all, I don't know if they turn, I can't remember. Yeah, they turn and then open. See, they turn, so you can hide your scale stuff in there, like your shovels and your fire extinguishers and all that kind of stuff. The doors open. The handles do move on the doors. You move the handle up like that, you can get a little wiggle and the door will pop open. You've got a fully functioned interior inside here. There's something in here that I don't know what it is. We've got to put that back in place somewhere. This one just come out the box. You've still got the plastic over the little mirrors here on the side. Both side doors open. The part of the cool thing about it is when you look under the hood here. I'll lift this guy down so we're looking down on it a bit more. You can see here, we can open this hood up, pop these little clips, and the hood opens up. You can see the fully functional inside here. You can see the engine. Maybe you want to get a shot from this side, Jack, so you can see the detail on that engine. It's real cool. You can see the smoke unit here. The little pump from the smoke unit goes through here, down here, and comes out. And Jack's opening the front door here. The front grille opens up here, just a little bit tricky on this catch. There we go. This fan will actually spin. When we turn it on, we'll show that going. This one's got lights, it's got the sound system in it, and it's got the smoke system in it. It's got the hooks here on the rear, like what they do on the corners of the roof to lift it. By helicopter, I don't know if these would actually support the weight of it. You could try and get someone with the model helicopters to come and fly and pick it up. They'll probably break. So it's really cool, really detailed. They're not cheap, yeah. They're about $700, and I'd strongly recommend you try and find a retailer that sells them local to your area, or at least a retailer in the US like us, because you can buy these for actually a little bit less. Well, no, it's about the same as what we sell them. If you're ordering from China through Banggood or somewhere like that, you're gonna have to wait for it to come. If it comes and it's broken, which is highly probable, because we see about a 30% breakage on these when they arrive from the factory, then you're going to have to figure out how you're going to send it back to them, and that could be a whole big, I hear horror stories about that, yeah. So you could buy it from a retailer like us who's got them in stock. You know, we keep parts for them, and you know, you're not going to have to worry about, we're going to take that risk, yeah. On your behalf. So what you're going to get is going to be the fully functioning vehicle without any problems. So really consider that, because it looks like they're cheaper at first, but then you got to pay shipping, and then when you go check out, they will charge you tax as well. So by that time, on a $600 item on Banggood, it's already up to over 700, which is you know, what we sell them for out the door here at our store. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it ready, and we're going to put a battery in it, and we're going to start it up. So we're just going to pause the video, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. We put a 2S LiPo in this car. Honestly, I don't know if it's rated to run on a 3S or not. There's some research I got to do, but right now we've gone safe and we put a 2S in it. We can see that the on-off switch for the vehicle is inside the, I think it's inside the left side door here. Yeah, just inside here is the on-off switch. So this is, it was actually on, it was still left on. So now you see the little light start to flash here when it's on. And just to check, this button makes the horn go. So we'll check out some of the static features here. We can see the little fan going there on the engine. You probably can't see it. Stopped. Go. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't think it really serves any significant purpose other than it kind of works. So from a model perspective, it's really cool. From a performance perspective, it doesn't do anything except run your battery flat quicker, but I don't suppose it's got a particular high power draw. But we generally run it with it turned off. We've got the winch here. So the winch pays out, and then you do it from this top right button. So this is the fan and this is the winch. So winch is off, go the other way. You can see as I hold on to this, it's actually starting to pull the vehicle forwards. So it does have, it's a true functioning winch for this vehicle. If you take it out in the mud and you get stuck, you can pull yourself out of the mud. So there we go with that. We're going to close this up now that we've shown you that little fan in here. I'm going to turn the smoke unit on now. Now the smoke unit, this says smog here, yeah, but guess what, it's this one which is light, yeah, it's the left hand one of these, yeah. So there goes the smoke unit. Smoke unit's going now, and immediately we can see the smoke coming out of the exhaust back here. It makes a lot of smoke. It's kind of stinky, but you can get different fragrances of smoke too. It looks a lot when it's sat still like this, but when you get it going and moving around, it does look kind of cool. Cameraman's pulling his face. The smell of the smoke. It smells like burning oil, which is what it is. So I'm just going to turn the smoke unit off. Again, it's this left hand one that for some reason says light. So there you go, that's off. Close this door over here, which is the on off switch. Close this up. Now as soon as you start to move the vehicle, that's what's going to kick the sound system on. So the sound system's come on. You can adjust the volume with this knob here. These two knobs here are just the shift points for the transmission, yeah? So if you're having trouble getting it to shift into the right gear, one of these does the shift point for the transmission. So I kind of leave these alone if they're working, which they are on this one. So that's what those do, yeah? But it's pretty loud volume on this little car. So we are now ready to and if you leave it without moving it for too long, it turns itself off. Now I think there's a way you can change it. If you get down inside here, there's a whole load of adjustments you can make to it. The lights come on when you move on this vehicle. When you start moving, the lights come on. When you turn left and right, the indicators come on. As you're driving along, the lights come on. You can change that so the lights are on all the time. So we'll put this on the ground, and there's other videos on YouTube that show you how to do that. So we're going to put it on the ground here, and the turret, you can control the turret left and right from the left and right on the throttle. Right now we're in low speed gear, so away it goes over there. And I actually think this battery is flat, Jack. Really? I think this battery is not fully charged. Oh, there we go. I might have actually had it in neutral. So you can hear the sound as it comes past. You see the indicators come on and you can hear them. The lights are pretty bright when you're driving it at night. If I put it into high speed, it goes quite a bit faster in high speed. So now we're in high speed mode. Well, you know, it's probably doing what? Maybe 10 or 12 miles an hour. It says 25 kilometers per hour on the box, but I don't think it's quite that. Now let's turn the smoke back on. We'll turn the smoke back on. So there's the smoke. Now the diffs, the front and rear diffs come unlocked, and the center diff is locked. I don't know why that is, but it's just how it is. You can lock the front and rear differentials. There's a little screw in the bag that allows you to go in and lock the front and rear differentials. I mean, this is not a crawler, but it will go over terrain. Just climb over that curb there, no problem, and scoot through the grass like it's not there. The thing really does look cool, yeah. I mean, if you were out on the trails with the crawling club doing the scale trail crawling, or you know, trail running, this would be an awesome vehicle to have out there.
How about the winch?
You know, the winch, fully functioning winch there works. It's got a good turning radius, it turns sharp. Got a lot of steering pro. And we're just keeping it in high gear here.
What if you got some obstacles that come in the road?
Yeah, I mean it can get over stuff.
Well,
but I don't really know how it crawls, and this vehicle's still for sale, but it doesn't have any problem going through the little bit of rough terrain here.
see if it'll crawl or what.
Try and drive it over this water bottle. I'm going to put it back in a low gear. That isn't going to bother it, it's just going to shove that out of the way. That's alright, we'll go over here and we'll drive over this grate and stuff over here. We'll get over all this stuff, no doubt. going over this grate, it's got like, yeah, it's no problem going over there. Ground clearance is pretty good. Underneath, I'm going to pick it up. I'm just going to turn off the smoke. I'm going to pick it up. If you look underneath, you can see the six-wheel drive system, all metal drive shafts underneath this vehicle.
Leaf spring suspension.
Yeah, leaf spring suspension. If you're looking for something really cool as a Christmas gift for an RC person or a modeler, and you want to drop $700 on somebody, then this might be a real good choice for you.
What kind of upgrades are available for it?
I don't really know how much upgrades there are available online for it. It comes pretty well spec'd out of the box. I do see people who do kind of custom paint jobs on it. They, like, you know, make it weathered or put a patina to it. Other people like make it more of a camo color. This is the only color it comes in, this desert sand color. But it doesn't. But people go really over the top on the scale detail and of it. They 3D print all kinds of additional ancillary items to put on here.
So fully functional turret.
Yeah, the turret works. It turns all the way around 360. It'll go 360, but it doesn't shoot BBs or anything like that. Maybe you could get one of the systems from the tank and fit it in there.
Yeah. And
then put a little guy in here and have him up there on the turret, because this top piece does open, where you could put a little guy in here. So there's all kind of things you can do. I guess it's the limit of your imagination. It's really cool. I mean, I really like it. They are expensive, but they got a lot. They got a lot to offer. That lifts up, yeah, we showed that a minute ago. It's got fully function. It's got fanning, everything, fully scale engine in there and everything.
So is it waterproof?
I've seen people driving through water up to the axle depth, yeah, without any problem. I wouldn't go deeper than where the electronics are, which I think some of the electronics are in this box here on this side. In this box here, I would not flood this, but we're going through water an inch deep or so. Shouldn't be a problem. Just make sure you clean it well afterwards. So, you know, if you've got any questions, post them in the comments below. Look for us on Facebook, look for us on Instagram, ThirdCoastRC, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.